I assume everyone has done reading. Now let's go to the milestones. So in this meeting, we're starting right now, and I'll be discussing on the topics to be discussed. There will be like 5 topics, which I send in Alliance mail. If you have seen that, we'll be discussing on that. And after the discussion of the topic is done, when I'm done, you guys can have a chance to like ask questions based on those 5 topics which are discussed on. And after that, if you guys have like any other topics which you want to bring up, we can discuss that. I hope that's clear. So, mm, we'll be first discussing on like what is our goals of this season. Like since now past one is open, like many of you are wondering like what are we going to do and like what's the next step for our alliance. So we can directly now get into like Sophronia as well as Darwin. But in terms of like a territory advantage, we gain nothing to that, like going into those zones because we already have like all types of behemoths, like 3 different types of buffs are we gaining, and we won't get extra rewards or buff if we capture the same type of behemoths multiple times. The only difference is like we can get the past rewards extra, but I don't think it's worth to build so many flags in other region. Instead, we could have like developed in zone 2 and zone 3 afterwards. And territory so far so going good. It's done by Groot, and I'm really appreciate his work done so far. There has been no issues, and that's clear then. The first topic is done. So next topic will be like planning a division amongst ourselves into shells, like for training the war. So I plan on like splitting the alliance, those who wish to fight, like from SOT and us into 2 shell alliance. Like we will create a new alliance, like shell alliance, and create CF right next to each other and build next to each other. And the thing is that we will fight with in the territory of the both of these alliance according to 2 teams, Team A and Team B. This Team A and Team B will be split based on the UTC timing, which everyone has been given. Around 72 players has responded to the Google form. There are some players left, less than 10 players or something left remaining. I'll be going back to them. Like if they don't respond, we'll have to like take further actions on them. And our active time seems to be like around UTC 15 and 16 according to the numbers. So it seems like I'm really happy like most of the players responded to this. Like it will make easier for me to do the um like the Discord list as well as name change and everything will be much easier if you guys did this. Moving on, like we can have like fight during the Mondays and Tuesdays since the merit shop resets around Sunday UTC night, I believe. Um, from all this, yeah, around Sunday merit shop resets, so we can have fight on Monday and Tuesday. Then afterwards we can go back to our own alliances and come back again during Monday and Tuesday and fight again and go back to our alliances. That way we could have like a decent amount of merits from the fighting, and rest of the days like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can have merit farm using tanks. Like I don't know if in this season one, most of the players have tanks to merit from. But Monday and Tuesday we can have like open field battles, which we can stimulate and teach players like what to do during the murder balls and bananas. Like we can have like various tactics taught during that time. And that's it for the discussion of the second topic. And regarding the allies and families right now, we currently have only relationship with like Winter is Coming Alliance, WIC, the Space Alliance, BC hashtag one allies. These are the three alliances we have, and SOT, our own family. Other than that, we don't have any other relationship. Like I'm not interested in forming allies or family with any other allies for now. And maybe during the season end, we will have like entire server united as one family. But for season one, I wish if like there's allies who wish to fight against us. If not, we will have to focus on like going with the second step. Like we have to create a shell alliance. Like we need the merits to like it's merits are like usually beneficial for us. Like we could get store speed ups, like buy speed ups during the merit shops. Like for now there are a lot of speed ups and the pet skills which you can buy and you can sell them in the pet store. These are the very beneficial. Like if you open this pet skills and over here, when you click a skill over here, we can sell them and you get the pet coins which can be exchanged for the skills here. And most of the players should have like they mage pet Sapphire Fabric, at least a decent skill before season 2 open. That way we'll have like decent mods ready for the battles. Now let's move on to the next topic. Before that, am I audible or like am I speaking myself? Can someone verify that?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, yeah, you're good, Adu.
All right. So next is the fourth topic. How is the current alliance functioning right now? Like what are the departments and going on right now? So if you can see our current R4s, there are currently five R4s. Like each R4s are like their own department heads. VN Kanta deals with Excel sheet department, and he is the head of that. And he is the Vietnamese groups representative. Like most of the Vietnamese players, like we have separate group chat for them, like so that they don't disturb in the alliance chat with the so they could freely text over here. And there are quite a lot of players in there, and he represents them as the community leader. And Kiana, I think most of the players right now know who Kiana is. Like she's our main department leader for human resources. Only she has the authority to like whom to kick and whom to add to the alliance because she has the list of that waiting list and so on. And Princess Wu, he deals with the events and warlord stuff. No, sorry, my apologies. Events and behemoths. Like each department roles are specifically mentioned. I have specifically given the in the uh, R4 applications. You can directly see what each department head's role and staff head's role will be like, so that there's no confusion in the future, like who's doing what, and each department are like their own unique departments. They should not interfere with each other. Like, for suppose, Dokius will be doing the diplomacy, and he can't interfere with HR department or Excel department because they have like their own jobs. The only exception here is like the department head for the territory and department head for the diplomacy. Those two are like interconnected because territory and diplomacy go hand in hand because like passes, behemoths, and so on. Those should be like dealt with diplomacy as well as territory. Territory departments will give the territory planning, and the diplomacy head will be like make sure those plans are implemented and no problems occur during the planning sector. And after the main heads, we have the three stars, Lady Lulu, Dante Sergio, and Amo. Lady Lulu helps in the HR department as a staff. She helps Kiana with the players recruiting, and Dante Sergio helps with the Groot with the territory department, and Aman helps with the diplomacy department. Both Aman and Dogies are like not much. into the diplomacy department because I'm stabilizing the department of diplomacy, and Doggy has just joined recently. So I've been explaining to him like what's the current state of the server, and I know how Doggy is a good diplomacy head because I played with him for many years. So I expect the diplomacy part to go smoothly. And that's it. Now, I have sent like many Alliance degrees, many mails to the players to send me their Discord ID, their Excel information and stuff like that. So the reason why I asked for the Discord ID is because I only directly give the players each roles. For example, Zitians, I can give him directly the roles of the S320 members. Only that way I'm giving the rules of the each player. I'm not giving them randomly. And there are some players who left the alliance. I need to update them on based of that. But mostly I give them the on the basis of those players who respond. And most of the players' names will be the same as in-game name as well. So I request everyone to have the Google form and their names changed in Discord because I'll be definitely removing the players who don't respond to the alliance because as per Canada's HR department, there are around like more than 30 players who are in the waiting list. So we have like a lot of players who are interested in joining our alliance and they are waiting in the sub alliance, only other alliances out there. So those are the main key topics which I wanted to discuss in this video. Now let's move on to the Q&A section of these topics which we discussed. So if anyone have any doubts on these topics, please respond right now. Any doubts regarding topics which we discussed? Is it clear what we discussed right now?
I can't read it.
I will send a document in the as stated in the announcement. Any other questions regarding this specific document?
Just leave. The screen takes a little bit of time to load, and
Mm-hmm.
as you change, uh, it begins to render again. So maybe if you
Mm-hmm.
let on Word for a bit, more people will be able to read it clearly.
So I
But
need to
for kind
open
of
the document.
30 seconds, yes,
All right. So
because it
I'm
takes
making the
time to render.
yes, I understand. Um, I have currently made this video in the recording format. So I'll be uploading this video into YouTube. So in the future, if you have like any doubts regarding the discussed topics, they can refer to the YouTube video and understand what I spoke. Is that clear, Lulu?
Yeah, I'm seeing now. It's Kana, are you able to see it now?
Mm-hmm. It's fine. So does anyone have any other questions regarding these topics?